Hey everybody, this is Jackknife76 signing on. Um, I should be taking a nap because I just started a job. I work night shift, well, evening shift while I'm doing training, and I'm under the weather. So right now I should be sleeping, but I decided to come on because I had some inspiration. Today we're going to do a little bit different format. We're going to do some um, talking about myself a little bit. So, first off, I came up with a couple of things to talk about here. Um, we have, what is your name? Hello, everybody. My name is Tom. I'm about 37 years old, and I currently live in Los Angeles, California. Um, a little bit about myself. Graduated high school back in '95, and from there I actually joined the Navy. I was interested in electronics, so I wanted to go into that, and I joined the Navy. And they had three electronics uh, careers, I guess you could say. Well, the first one was um, it was a okay. So the first one was a 6-year program. Well, at the time, I was young, 18. I didn't quite know how it all worked, and so I didn't want to commit myself to 6 years in the Navy. Um, so I didn't want to do that one. Well, the second program was a 4-year program, and it was aviation electronics. I thought, airplanes, I don't want to be responsible for that. You know, Once again, I was young. And so I chose the third choice. The third choice actually turned out to be probably the best choice I could have made. Um, Third choice was a 5-year program, and it was submarine electronics technician. So I spent, I actually spent 12 years in the Navy on submarines. Uh, well, 7 years of my Navy career was on submarines. I was on two separate ones. And if I calculated it out, I spent probably about three years of my life underwater. I'm actually kind of trying to look around for a cave right now, so just kind of bear with me here. Um, so that was definitely an interesting life. Uh, One that I'm glad I did, but I'm also glad I'm no longer doing it. Um, it's definitely a tough life, and I did 2 tours at sea back to back, which kind of burned me out. Because normally you do a sea tour, and then you do a shore tour, and then you do another sea tour. Well, I did a sea tour, then like a couple months of school, and then another sea tour. And so and then just one shore tour, and it was too much. It kind of burned me out, and so I decided not to re-enlist again. Um, I wanted electronics because I've always been interested in electronics, and actually, um, the you know like in '95, the internet was pretty new. Most people were on dial-up, and it wasn't something like I liked computers, but it wasn't like it is today at all. And so, um, are there like no caves? I I heard. You know what? I heard this guy, but I just don't know how to get there. I mean, there's caves. Okay. And I don't want to get too lost out here because yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, there's a mine shaft down there. Submarines. Okay, so yeah, I kind of got burnt out on that, but so I joined to be electronics, and I really enjoyed computers. You know, I've always enjoyed computers, and I've always enjoyed like taking stuff apart and fixing it and stuff like that. And so, um, I had my first. Here it is. Okay, I had my first. Jeez. Sorry about this. I started going to college in 1999, and I had my, I was doing this while I was in the military. So in 99, 99 I started college. In 2002, I got my associate's degree. They had because of all my military classes that I had done, in order to get my associate's degree, all I had to do was take 5 general education courses. And so I got my associate's degree. From there, I'm just going to dig into this and see if I find... Of course, I'm doing this wrong. I heard something. Okay, so I got my associate's degree. All I had to do was take 5 courses, and I got my associate's. It actually took me 3 years to take 5 courses because I was going out to sea and coming back and then taking a class while working full-time while I was in port, and then I was going back out to sea. And so it took a long time to get that. But I'm glad I did it. And then in 2007, I hear him. In 2007, I got out of the military after 2 sea tours and a shore tour, and attended college in Pittsburgh, went for 1 semester, and then my wife ended up getting a job in California, and so we moved to California, Los Angeles, and I started going to California State University in Los Angeles. And that was in 2007. In 2010, I graduated and with a degree in computer information systems. So I do have a computer background. And then, of course, that was right in the middle of the recession. So it was kind of tough. I hear you guys. I just don't know where you're at. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. So in 2010, I graduated. Because of the recession, I was having a very, very, very hard time finding a job. Um, I'd done some odd jobs here and there, but I just couldn't find anything. So, well, in between looking for jobs and doing, watching my daughter and stuff like that, I was going out and I actually started playing PlanetSide 2. And I was playing that. Here, let me turn down these guys here. Sounds hostile. Okay. In 2002, okay, I lost my train of thought. Derailed. Okay, back on. So I started playing PlanetSide 2. And then I went on a family vacation with my entire family, and my nephew, who you guys know as GL Kicker, was there, and he was playing Minecraft. And I'd asked him, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm playing this game, Minecraft." And he was just kind of like digging through rock, and I was like, "What's the point of this game?" He's like, "There's no point." And I was like, "Okay," but I only watched him for like 2 minutes, and so I was like, "Okay, well, it must be fun for him." I don't see the appeal. But I started playing PlanetSide 2, and the leader, quote unquote, of the new conglomerate was Sea Nanners. And so I started watching his videos, and then he had one of Minecraft, and I was like, well, I remember my nephew playing this. So I watched that, and it was okay. It was mostly just him running around, but I got a better feel of what the game was, and I was like, maybe I should look into this a little bit more. And I started watching Paul Soares Jr.'s Survive and Thrive videos. And when I watched those, I started to get hooked. I'm going to turn these guys are annoying me. Okay. So I started watching his Survive and Thrive series, and that was actually really informative, and I enjoyed it a lot. And so I decided to play, and you can play for a certain amount of time. Actually, I think it was unlimited time, but you couldn't play like online or anything. I don't know how it was all set up, but I was able to play, and I decided to go ahead and buy the game. So I started playing the game, and started watching other people's videos like Vintage Beef, and that was a lot of fun. And actually, survival by yourself it seems to get kind of boring after a while, and so like I was getting really bored, and I found myself just watching videos more than actually playing the game. And then so for his birthday, I got GL Kicker a copy of the game because he was playing an unlicensed copy. I think he was either using somebody else's logon or playing like I don't know. There we go. Oh, is this a spawner down here? That'd be cool. So he was playing that. So I bought him a copy of the game, and it is a spawner. let's see if I can get over here. So go down, go down. Alright. So I bought him a copy of the game, and then I opened up a server. Just on my own personal computer. And, you know, you've probably seen a couple of those videos. And it wasn't until recently that I actually opened up the server to others. Yeah. And I opened up the server to others, and that's kind of where we're at now. But it was an interesting way to get here. So I enjoyed that. Well, little guys can get down here. Yeah. Anyway. Name tag. More iron. Yeah. Horse armor. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's get that. I want the string. And I want the gunpowder. Alright. So. Oh my god. Okay. More string, redstone, gunpowder. I do need a bucket. I could definitely use some bread right now. Cat. Okay, I don't need a ton of those. Okay. So yeah, so I started opening up the server to others, and that's kind of where we're at today. And it's been a lot of fun. I've gotten a lot more out of this game lately. And of course, with 1.7 coming out, seriously, it's been pretty fun. And now I'm starting to try to, hone my my craft a little bit here. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Alright, so what's next? The name Jackknife76. Where did that come from? Well, the name actually came from submarine service. We have these things called sound-powered phones. It's essentially a high-tech version of the cup on a string. That's all it is. They're phones. They have a diaphragm in one end that takes voice and turns it into vibrations, sends it through wires, and at the other end turns it into vibrations into a speaker. But it's all completely powered by voice and meanie head. Anyway, so when you have emergencies or drills, which that was the case this time, you have everybody on the phone. And when you're out at sea for months and months, you get kind of bored. So the person, if they would have been caught, would have actually gotten in trouble for this. But, how do you catch somebody if everybody's on the phones and everybody's anonymous? So the guy was sitting there, and he would just, every once in a while, he'd just go, "Jackknife." And it became a thing that we did for a while. And, all the officers would get mad. They'd be like, "Report who that was." And they never caught him. But, and then we were playing Final Fantasy VII. One of the coolest games in the world. Definitely one of the best games I ever played on the PlayStation. And so we had the character, oh gosh, I don't even remember what the character's name was, the real name. It was the dog character. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Final Fantasy VII characters. Cloud, Vincent, Turks, Zach? No. No. I don't remember what his name was. Red XIII, Red 8. No, Red 13 was his name. And we called him Jackknife. And so that's how I got my name. I just kind of, in the game, I was renaming all the characters. So I called him Jackknife. And from then on, he has been the name I've used for my characters. I've also used another name, Naveta, Naveta, and that was actually just kind of an acronym of the rating I had in the military. I was a navigation electronics technician, the NAVET, and then that didn't sound like a good name, so I added an A at the end, and that was that. But I have used that name in the past. I haven't used it in Minecraft though. So, but Jackknife is how I got that name, and I am. Let's see, what else? 76. Well, that's the year I was born. So, that's how I got that name. I mean, those are kind of all the things I was, my little Let's Talk series here. But, just wanted to put kind of a little bit of a story behind my name and a little bit of story behind me. Okay, I hear you. Where there's lava, there's sometimes adventure. Then again, I don't hear any mobs. Yeah. It's right here, but I don't... it's probably above me. But I found this, so this is really cool. Found a spawner. So I'm going to... I know what else I wanted to talk about. So, I went out. I found myself some diamonds. I made a pickaxe. I mined myself some obsidian. I made the nether portal beforehand, kind of the ghetto way, where you make the portal and oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, I made the portal the ghetto way. And this is still daytime out here. Good. Maybe that'll help me find this place later. So I went into the nether, and I had a ghast shooting at me, and I shot him down, and apparently the ghast hit one of the guys, one of the zombie pigmen, and so the zombie pigman got mad at me because the ghast hit him, and he attacked me and killed me. And so I went back in and got my stuff and realized that I only had half my stuff. And so, you know, I got most of the important stuff, like my really awesome bow that I had, and my pickaxe, and, you know, some of my armor. So I was like, okay, but, you know, I lost like 2 stacks of coal, or 3 stacks of coal, and a stack of iron, and you know, a bunch of other stuff. So I was like, ugh. So I went back in to get it, and that guy started attacking me, but all my stuff was gone. All the rest of the stuff was gone, and so I was like, okay. So I lured him out because he was the only one mad at me. I lured him out to the overworld, and I killed him. And then I went back in, and another ghast shot at me and hit a zombie pigman, and it hit me, and it also hit me and killed me. And when I went back in to get my stuff, it was all gone. Everything. All of my stuff was gone. And I was so mad. And so I had to end up starting over. And this is the new bow that I fished out of the water. So that's actually pretty good. Not as good as the other one that I had. And I have 2 pieces of diamond that are hidden away. So, but I don't have enough to make another pickaxe, and so I'm just, it got me kind of mad. I didn't really rage quit, but I definitely was not happy about the situation, and I went back in there like 3 other times. I still have a zombie pigman that's upset with me in the nether, right near the portal. So, ultimately what I want to do, I want to go in there and create a nether hub. I know it's kind of on the edge there, but I think that if I can, keep the somebody made a little bit of a shelter there for the nether portal. So I think if I can go in there and sneak around and build it out a bit out of uh, stone, which I definitely have enough of. Gas can't really penetrate that, so I should be relatively safe once I get the floor down, and I can start building a nice hub there. So that's kind of where I want to go, but I was just, I was looking around for a fortress or something, because I want to get blazes so that I can start making potions and different things like that, just to kind of progress the game along a little bit, but it's just not working. Anyway, I hope this has been kind of informative for you. Definitely would appreciate it if you would leave a like and a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.